Hi, my name is Erica Cook. This is my sixth semester in the EDHE program, and I am a student service advisor at Colorado Christian University. For my interview, I interviewed Dr. Bush White. He is the director of the educational programs at CCU, Colorado Christian University. I work with him very closely every day as I advise the Masters of Arts in Curriculum and Instruction students, as well as the Alternative Licensing, Special Education, and the Special Education Generalist Endorsement. So I chose him as my mentor because I had just a good opportunity to get to know him more and to learn more about our programs. Currently, he is also in charge of creating courses for our two new master's programs that are launching in the spring. We are going to be doing a Master's of Arts and Educational Leadership, and then also a Master's in Special Education. So he's really excited about those, and those will be my programs as well to advise. So I'm really excited about the opportunities that we have coming up. So my critical issues I discussed in my paper were one, the use of adjunct faculty and disadvantages and advantages about that, and then also the rising costs of college, just the implications that are happening with college students, current college students and recent graduates. So in his opinion, using adjuncts has mostly been a good thing. Being an online-based program, it's good to be able to have instructors who can teach the class from wherever. Dr. White also really appreciates the real-world experience that the adjunct faculty members give the students. They can really tell the students why they need to know a certain skill because they can tell them about their experiences in the working world, and the adjunct faculty members can really tell students why they need what they need. And sometimes students can find it frustrating when they don't understand why they're taking the class. One other thing that he really liked is that they are involved with students. In his experience, they're involved with students. They want to make sure they're doing well. And CCU tries to include the adjuncts as much as possible by including them in course development. And they also have a biannual faculty panel day where adjunct faculty members or whoever is interested can call in and ask questions about the program. So what I found in my research was that disadvantage was that adjuncts aren't really involved with their university, but Dr. White was saying that they really try to keep them as much involved as possible. Another critical issue that I researched and talked about was the rising costs of college. In his experiences, he notices that the cost wouldn't be so bad if students knew how to use financial aid, specifically how not to live on financial aid, but to use financial aid just for school purposes and only taking out the amount that they need to do school. So he thinks a lot of the cost of college is so shocking because students are taking out way more than what they thought, and then they're running into trouble later on. So Dr. White thinks also it's critical to teach students that getting a college degree does not mean that they're going to get an awesome high-paying job right away. It's a good tool to have, and it'll build as you go in your working world, but just because you get this degree doesn't mean that you'll be getting the desired salary that you want right away. And sometimes new graduates get frustrated by realizing that sometimes they need to start slow and move up, and that's okay. So big takeaways from Dr. White's conversation. One, that students expect too much out of their degree right away, and we as student affairs professionals kind of need to coach them, talk them down a little bit, and help our students realize that it's a good building block, and they're going to be the ones to get promoted and be recognized in the company, whereas people who don't have college degrees will stick at that entry-level position. Two, he says students are abusing financial aid. I think it's our job as essay professionals also to coach students on that. I know for me as an advisor, even though it's kind of scary and kind of personal, I think it is important to say, like, you can't live on this money. This is for school, and you need to pay it back. So let's talk about how you're going to do that, and let's talk about what you need for school. And then third, Dr. White really stressed that he loves having a relationship with the student success team and me as his main point of contact in these programs. And so I think he could speak for other faculty members when he says he really desires to have that strong connection. It helps them get to know more about the student, and then when they're making decisions that can impact students, it helps them to get a good view as to what students are actually thinking and feeling and saying. So I hope you enjoyed my presentation. If you have any questions, let me know. Definitely excited about the programs here at CCU and education, and looking forward to learning more about you all and your university mentors. Thank you.